So up until just a few years ago, streaming was always something that was considered corny and lame and something that was never seen as a real career path. But within the past few years, this narrative would completely change because now some of these streamers are making more money than people's favorite rappers and athletes. And the streamer we're going to be talking about in this video is the world's richest streamer who goes by the name of Adin Ross. But why exactly do I consider Adin Ross the richest streamer, and how did he get up to this point? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the trap house with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now, with all of that being said, let's get into how Adin Ross became the richest streamer in the world. So to start, it's reported that Adin Ross has accumulated a net worth of over $16 million. Just for reference, this is a higher net worth than athletes like Caitlin Clark and CJ Stroud, and he also has a higher net worth than a lot of other rappers as well, such as like G Herbo, Inali Choppa, Moneybagg Yo, and Glorilla, just to name a few. But I know net worth isn't always the greatest metric to use when trying to determine how rich a person is, because most of the time it's probably wrong to begin with. So let's break down some of Adin Ross's biggest contracts and deals that he's earned throughout his career. And it's very important to note that even though Adin Ross has a net worth of $16 million, none of this money would come overnight. Adin Ross would start streaming back in 2019, and he would start off his streaming career like a lot of other content creators by playing a game called NBA 2K. And this game would end up changing Adin's life completely. Through the use of 2K, he was able to meet and become friends with LeBron James' son, Bronny James Jr., who's now a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. And after the two became friends, they would begin doing wagers on stream together, playing NBA 2K during the whole COVID-19 era. And these wagers would end up being a big success and would lead to one of the biggest moments of Adin Ross's career, which was the night that him and Bronny James Jr. played against another 2K streamer named Tassino. The two of them ended up beating Tassino in this wager. In fact, I think it was even a sweep. And because this was such a big moment in the community, this would lead to Adin talking to LeBron James himself for the very first time after the game.
What's good, bro?
It's LeBron?
He said, is this LeBron?
Yo, first of all, I gotta say, gigantic fan. I love you. I don't want to be a fanboy, but like, I love you.
Nah, it's all respect, man. I appreciate it, man.
And look,
showing love and respect to me and my son.
That's right. Look, listen, me and B, we swept them, and we did it for Cleveland.
And this will really be the jump start of Adin Ross's entire streaming career, because after that, his career would go nowhere but up. After 2K began to die out, Adin Ross would switch over to playing Grand Theft Auto Roleplay, in which he had his very own server named SSB World, which was probably the biggest GTA RP server at the time. And if you weren't familiar with GTA RP servers, they tend to end up making people a lot of money because of all of the things you have to go through to even get into a server that was this popular. And during this time, Adin's career would just continue growing rapidly, and this would lead to him landing the biggest sponsor of his entire life. In 2021, during the peak of Adin Ross's career, he would make one of the most controversial decisions that he's made throughout the course of his streaming career, and this would be signing a sponsorship deal with a gambling platform that goes by the name of Stake. Now, at the time, and really still up to this day, taking gambling deals and gambling sponsors has always been looked down upon, simply because a lot of people just look down on gambling as a whole, and they think that these streamers are signing all of these gambling deals with some hidden agenda of promoting it to children to ruin their lives and things like that, which could actually be the case, but I don't think that's what they're going for. I think they see the amount of money that they're going to make after they take this deal, and they just go for it.
But the one thing that I did see was this clip of someone leaking that they were getting paid like $1 or $2 million per month to play on these websites. And how do casinos make money? By taking money from people. So $1 to $2 million of my audience's money is technically going to the casinos. Is that wrong? That's crazy. How do you sleep at night?
And speaking of the amounts of money these gambling contracts were throwing out, it was never officially stated how much money Adin Ross was making from his Stake deal, but apparently at one point he did mistakenly leak how much he was getting paid, and the number that I've seen almost made this entire thing seem fake, because it was alleged that Adin Ross was making $1 million per week just from Stake alone. This also wasn't including the money that he was winning while he was gambling. or the money that he was accumulating from his other streams of income, such as Twitch, YouTube, and other forms of social media. So allegedly, Adin Ross could have been making at least $4 million per month over the course of that entire Stake partnership. And he still is partnered with Stake. In fact, he's been partnered with the company since 2021. But I'm sure the deal that Adin Ross has had with this company has been reworked multiple times over the years. But let's just hypothetically say that he was making this $1 million per week for the last 3 years that he was partnered with Kick. That would be about $4 million per month over the last 3 years, which means Adin Ross could have earned well over $100 million just from his Stake deal alone. But like I said, this was an extremely controversial move that Adin Ross made early into his career. And granted, I think most people in Adin Ross's shoes would have made the same exact decision, because I really don't think there's many people turning down $1 million per week to sit in your room at your computer and gamble. But this decision that Adin made would end up upsetting a lot of other big streamers on the Twitch platform, because like I said, Adin Ross was the biggest streamer in the world. He has a lot of kid viewers, and these other streamers were going out on a limb saying that he was promoting gambling to kids, and that shouldn't be something that's allowed on the platform. So Twitch would end up completely banning this type of gambling off of the platform. And with gambling getting banned on Twitch, this would affect Adin Ross's career a lot, because it had really became a big part of his content over the years. And he also had this very huge deal that he had to hold up his end of the bargain for. So this would lead to Adin getting into a bunch of drama over this whole controversy, and eventually that would lead to him getting permanently banned on Twitch. But lucky for Adin, this gambling deal wouldn't be the only big deal that he signed within his career. Because of all of the drama that was going on the platform Twitch, another streamer who's very well known for gambling as well will put all of his time and effort into helping create another streaming platform that could completely rival Twitch, while still allowing all of these gambling streams that they were no longer allowed to do on Twitch. And this platform goes by the name of Kick, which we've mentioned numerous times on this channel. And this up and coming streaming platform was co-founded by the same person who co-founded Stake.com, Eddie Craven. So with this platform already being created and promoted by someone who's already a gambling streamer that's partnered with Stake, alongside the actual person who co-founded Stake.com as well, this would basically end up being a dream scenario for Adin Ross. So about a year and a half ago, on February 23rd, 2023, Adin would put out a video titled The Decision, and in this trailer, he would officially announce his departure away from Twitch and reveal the start of his new journey on this new streaming platform that was no other than Kick.com. Now, it's never been actually revealed how much money Adin Ross was making from this Kick streaming deal, but it was originally rumored when he first signed that it was a 2-year deal for over $150 million. But Adin Ross would later state on a podcast with Jake Paul that this number was a little over exaggerated, and he would end up revealing that he's getting paid 5 figures per hour just to stream on the platform.
And there was a rumor of your new deal being like 100 mil or something.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
No.
What is it?
It's exaggerated. No, it's more on my type of timing, right? So I get paid by the hour. I get paid pretty well.
5-figure number or 6-figure number?
I'm sorry, I'm stupid. What's 5 figures?
Like 10,000 to 99,000
an hour,
or 100,000 or more.
The first option.
It's in the 5-figure range.
Yes.
That's wild though.
Now, we know that 5 figures could range anywhere from $10,000 all the way up to $99,000. So let's just say on the very low end, bare minimum for Adin Ross, he's getting paid $10,000 per hour. Even if Adin Ross starts a stream and only does a 4-hour stream where he typically does around 6 to 8 hours, he still makes $40,000 in just that one stream alone. So if he does 10 or 24-hour streams per month, then it's possible that he'd be making anywhere from $400,000 to $800,000 per month just off of Kick streaming alone. This doesn't even include his Stake deal, which he still has, his subscriptions that he gets on Kick, or any donations that he gets via chat. None of that is included in this hourly pay that he's already getting. And it's also very important to note that this contract that Adin Ross has with Kick also gave him equity within the entire platform. So not only does he get paid from Stake, not only does he get paid per hour to stream, but he also owns a small percentage of the company as well.
Like, are you an owner in any sense of those things?
Of Kick, yes. Of Stake, no.
No. Okay.
I have equity in Kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it I obviously not trying to pocket watch. Is it a good amount?
It's a good amount.
So with Adin Ross having all of these perks to this Kick deal, obviously it would be extremely hard to try to evaluate this contract to find out how much this deal is really worth. So all we really have to go off is things that Adin Ross has already stated publicly. And one thing that he's mentioned a lot is that this kick deal that he has is the largest streaming deal of all time, which could end up being extremely useful information because I'm sure we all remember that deal that Ninja had with Mixer, which was reportedly worth anywhere from 20 to 30 million dollars. So the moral of the story is Adin Ross is definitely one of the richest streamers in the world, if not the richest streamer in the world. And I really didn't even break down any more of his sources of income, such as his YouTube channel and any of his properties or fancy cars and watches, investments. I didn't mention any of that at all. I really only mentioned his state gambling deal and his kick streaming deal. And I'm sure those two things alone definitely will put him over the top in most financial conversations. But that's just my personal opinion. You guys know that the only opinion that I really care about is y'all's opinion. So be sure to let me know what you think about this entire situation down below in the comments. Do you believe that Adin Ross is the richest streamer in the world? And if you don't, be sure to comment down below and tell me who you think it is. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 10,000 subscribers. We just hit 7,000 like yesterday, and I wanted to say thank y'all for that. I figured we might as well close out the year strong and just try our hardest to push for 10K, so that's what we're going to do. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to give me a thumbs down. Any feedback is good feedback to me. As always, I appreciate all of the love and support, and I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.